Hey guys, got another update for you. It's been a little while and made a couple changes to the tank. Got some more plants. Got a couple more crypts to just fill everything out. Haven't got up on my species names yet or anything, but got these tall guys in the back. I got two of these guys here. That one over in the corner. It's melted a little bit. Those were nice healthy plants when I bought them, so hopefully everything keeps going good. Got a couple more discus. I added two. It's the yellow one there. He's a new addition, and he's been doing great. They've been in the tank about a week yesterday, and then this is the other new one here. That was a really cool looking fish. You get to see his face. So that brings me up to 6 discus. And I'm probably going to add at least one more in here. This is a 72-gallon tank. It's probably getting a little tight, but I'll probably put at least 7 in here. And my pair did laid another set of eggs. That's their 5th set. So far, it's really only just been lunch. They've been getting eaten after about 2 days. This is the longest they've had the eggs last. This is going into the 3rd day now with the eggs. That's the male pigeon blood there, guarding them. And I think this, where'd he go? That big guy right there, that's one of my, I have 2 Siamese algae eaters in the tank. This guy just loves fish eggs. You can tell the pigeon blood knows it's him. I think he's the one that's been eating almost all the eggs. And he's a gigantic algae eater. So I might be getting rid of him and getting some smaller guys again soon. Because he comes up and eats all the beef heart and everything else I put in there when the discus are feeding. So you can tell the pigeon blood doesn't like him too much. He's on to his game. So anyway, I just put a bunch more plants in the tank. Still having a little bit of an issue with the brown algae. You can see it on some of the plants. Not quite sure what to do about that other than just put tons of plants in here. If you got any recommendations, let me know. It's not too bad. It takes a while for it to even start growing on the glass. It really sticks mostly to the plants. I'm just hoping that the more plants that I put in, basically the better the plants do and the less good the algae does. One of the things I've been struggling with is, you know, I've got the substrate, and I've got fertilizer underneath of that, pretty thick layer of fertilizer underneath that Eco Complete layer, and I've got a pretty high intensity plant LED light by Marineland, but you know, because my tank has an overflow, I just think CO2 would be a waste, putting a CO2 system on here. I just think I would just be losing all the CO2 in the tank, and I don't know how much benefit it would give to the fish. So, or I mean, sorry, to the plants. I mean, maybe it would be good. I don't know. I'm sure there's an equation out there that somebody knows. I don't happen to be one of those people. What I have been doing, just reaching down here, and been using, it's hard to see that, that's the Flourish Excel organic carbon. So I've started dosing this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I've noticed the difference with the plants already. I had been using just, sorry for the darkness, this is a Flourish comprehensive supplement for planted aquariums. And this has potassium in it, and a couple other things for the plants. But anyway, I think that liquid carbon is helping out a bunch. So anyway, I just wanted to do a general overview. I also, since the last time I posted a video, put a RO unit under my sink, and now I don't have to drop 20 bucks a week in RO water to do my water changes, so I can do them right out of the tap. I'm on a well, and the pH is really high out of my well water. It's and I noticed when I was doing my water changes, even after letting the well water sit for 24 hours with a bubbler, that the fish would start to shed some of their slime coat. They would turn dark, and I think that high pH change was just stressing them out. So anyway, I went with the RO unit instead of driving 30 minutes just to get water, which I don't mind because it's a good excuse to go to the fish store. But I think the RO unit really helped out. I've done one water change with it so far. Didn't see any of the issues that I saw previously when doing just water straight out from the well that was aged. So that's another improvement. Installing it was fairly straightforward. I had a couple leaks here and there, but good old YouTube. If you can search for it, you can find a how-to, and I just found a really cool how-to. Sorry, I don't have the name of the person that did it. I'll try to put a link up to it later, but basically it was pretty straightforward. It took me about 45 minutes to an hour to install it, and now I've got RO water. I paid about 170 bucks for the system on Amazon, and it's pretty straightforward to install. So yeah, lots of changes. One of the other things I'm probably going to do, I've got 6 of these diamond tetras, which I love. I just think they're such a pretty fish. Really, really cool. But if I continue to add discus past 6, I think that I might start thinning out the herd for these guys. I might take them out entirely. It's amazing the amount of food that a diamond tetra can eat. I mean, they eat pieces of beef heart that the discus eat. I mean, same size. I mean, huge pieces of food. So what winds up happening was, even though I hand feed these guys, they'll come up and eat right out of my hand, which kind of gives them first dibs. They still wind up, a lot of food winds up going to the diamond tetras. So as cool as they are, they might be a casualty. So I can just kind of free up some space for another discus or 2 even. We'll see. I still got some schoolers. I got the rummy noses. They've been doing great. I've got the resbors, which are doing really good too, and a couple neon green tetras. So I got a lot of fish in this tank. But these guys might go. These guys might be getting out of there soon. Anyway, just wanted to show you this stuff. Kind of give you a. I don't know what this guy is. He kind of looks like kind of a red turquoise mix. I just thought he had a really cool pattern. He was really silver when I got him, but he's been getting more and more color every day. He's got like a purple sheen to him. It's really pretty. It's probably the second biggest fish in the tank. It's about a 4-inch fish, I guess. And this guy's just awesome. He's crazy with his. He's just very symmetrical with his coloration. He's got like the white at the front of his tips, on the top and the bottom fins, and just a cool, really, really pretty fish. And all these guys have come from my local fish store. Believe it or not, He gets really nice stuff in. He's not he doesn't specialize in discus, but he does order them on occasion, and he gets really nice stuff in. So I've had a lot of success with basically my local fish store. You know, it's not a big box store, big brand name store. It's a privately owned small shop. He's got one business, and he does a really good job. So anyway, I'll just stop talking here and let you look at this fish for a minute. I'm really happy with, I said stop talking, but I'm really happy with the selection of fish that I'm building up. I just think it's cool seeing all the different patterns and colors, and these guys, you know, pairing off, and you know, new fish doing really well. Hell, I had a lot of problems. This is the first discus tank I've ever had. I've been keeping aquariums for a long time. Used to work at a fish store when I was in high school. Had salt water and brackish water and fresh water, but never discus. I just thought, nah, it's just too much work, and they're too expensive, and they die too easy, and all that stuff. And when I started this tank, you know, I pretty much was buying 1.5 to 2 inch fish and stocking the tank with them, and I probably went through 6 to 8 fish that just didn't make it. This red turquoise, the female who's laying eggs, she's the only one of those small discus that actually that made it, and got to nearly mature. All the other ones died from, you know, I just think various things. They were small, they weren't hardy. My pH was high when I was doing my water changes, so I've had a lot of lessons that I've been learning as I went. Expensive lessons, unfortunately, from my wallet and losing fish. So I've kind of decided that, you know, no more little guys. I'm just going to stick with these, you know, 3.5 to 4 inch fish, and I haven't had a problem since then. And I also think the tank has stabilized quite a bit since when I first started it. So anyway, I'm really happy with how it's coming along. It's my little zen moment every night I get to spend with it, and share with you guys on occasion. And that's it. So now shut up. Here's my ram. This fish cracks me up. He actually goes head to head with some of the discus sometimes, which is hysterical. He's about, I don't know, a fifth of the size of the discus, and sometimes he'll just push him out of a little spot. If he wants to be in that spot, he'll push the discus out of the way. But he's really cool. He's been doing really good. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the views and the thumbs up and the comments. Talk to you soon.